Rumble!
Bring the whole family to Lucas Oil Motor Speedway Park June 8th and the 9th. If you're a competitor, pre-register and choose Base Wars as your interest in the show.
What's going on, everybody? How's everyone doing tonight? I think Jim, he's on his way home from Isaki Worlds, so I don't know if he's going to be able to be in the stream tonight. I thought he would be, but I didn't think about it, so it might just be me. Might have to go solo tonight. Yeah, well, how was everybody's weekend? What's up, Dan? How was your weekend, man? What's up, Jeremy? I know how your weekend was, and you were with me all weekend, so. How's day going? How's Monday going for everybody? I mean, I know it's Monday, but how's everyone doing? Hey, what's up, Jack? How you doing, buddy? Dang, that's a lot, Greg. I know we had two 2 at my little tiny show I had, man. That little show that I had 2 people run deathmatch. It was awesome. Oh, my day's going good, man. I'm doing all right. I'm had a good weekend, had fun, got to go out. Still yeah, I'm pretty sure Craig, I'm pretty sure they're still on their way. They I think left this morning from down there. Oh, that's nice. It was 70 here today, Dan. Oh, I got up to 68. Close enough. But it was decent. Yeah, I don't know. My weekend was really good. I had fun doing what I did, and had a nice little show. I mean, it wasn't crazy, but it was fun. What's up, Miguel? How you doing, man? It's always good seeing all you guys in here. Yeah, Mr. Jack Hawley's in here. Yep. Oh man, that sucks, Dan. I know how that goes though. Like I told you before, I used to live in Minnesota, so I was right up there by you. I used to live in Appleton, Minnesota, which is like right on the Dakota border, pretty much like 40 minutes away. So I know how that feels, man. Oh, you're still driving also. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think everything can be better for all of us, right? I mean, we're always trying to improve as base heads. We always try to keep pushing, keep getting better and better at what we do. And I know that, sometimes that involves on the daily. That's funny, Miguel. Yeah, that's a true one right there. Yeah, Jack's a writer, man. Great guy, great person, very knowledgeable. Also definitely one of my personal favorite builds. I ain't biased in anyone, but I just love the knowledge he has on it. So yeah, no problem, Jack. You already know. I've told you several times. I don't know. We talk Messenger, we talk a lot, so I definitely try to let you know. Yeah, 0-2, huh? What do you mean, Miguel? What's 0-2? I mean, yeah, okay, Jeremy. You know Jack's awesome. You even told me yourself. Missed both shows this month. Oh, it's all good, man. I know you'll make it out to one of them. I got another one on the 13th of April. That's my birthday show, or it's the weekend right after my birthday. So I wanted to have a show. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I need to, as long as I can get some demos, I'll be good. Like, that'll be my birthday present from everybody, just getting some demos. What's up, Kevin? How you doing, brother? What's up, Tim? How you doing, man? How's everybody's day going? My day, I don't know. My day went really good. I just been. Oh, okay, Jack. Yeah, you're good. I'd try that and see if you can see him then. Yeah, my day went really well, I guess. That'll be nice. I can't wait to see it, man. And yeah, the other guy, he's not back yet from Oklahoma. He's still on his way. I guess he's probably I don't know where he's at, but I know he's still coming back from Oklahoma. So I get to roll solo tonight. I wasn't really expecting it, so it was a last minute thing, but it's all good. We got it figured out, and I'm here. I'll still answer you guys or help you with anything. And then I have a show on the 13th in Marion again. It's literally called Brandon's Base Wars Birthday Bash because it's, you know, I did it for myself, I guess. I don't know. My birthday. I'm excited. I did it for all you guys though too. As competitors, I love seeing y'all come out and show off your rides and do your thing. And then on the 20th, I got another show. That'll be in Plainfield again. So we'll have another Plainfield show. So we have one on the 13th and one on the 20th. So I hear that, Felipe, for sure, man. I know as a competitor, it's important for all of us, man. I know. I mean, I compete as well, so my vehicle's not done or whatever yet, but it's well on its way. Big shout out to Kevin Campbell. He definitely helped me out a lot with some battery I needed. So, but yeah, once I get that battery and stuff in, get back up there, and I'm able to get everything installed, I'll be ready to go. Like everything else is ready, so I'll be ready to start bringing my ride to some shows. And I know a thing's gonna happen though. We're gonna have this like little sticker that says, "I beat my local Base Wars judge." I don't know, for at least us Indiana and Michigan judges. I know, like I said, he's not on here right now. He's still traveling home from Oklahoma, from Usaki Worlds. But I figured we are going to be doing special stickers. I know for, like I said, Michigan, Indiana, at least. I'm not sure if every judge is going to do that. But I know me and Jim have talked about it several times. And we're going to do a little sticker. So like if you beat my SPL score in the class that I'm in, you'll get a sticker for your vehicle that says, "I beat my local Base Wars judge." You know what I mean? You know, just, I don't know, something fun. I mean, that's what me and Jim's all about for sure, is having fun and making, you know, the competition there, but yet at the same time, let's have a good time. So you couldn't compete last year, and now I'm up and playing. I can finally do 140 DV. I'm so proud of. Heck yeah, Felipe. 140 is still good, man. It doesn't matter. We all start, you know. We all start somewhere. That's great. It's great. Good to hear you hitting a goal or whatever, man. That's one thing I know we do. I almost hit my 150 in the past weekend. Got a 149 on burps and music. Fought voltage drop. What's up, Courtney? Fought with the voltage drop all day, but got my second alt and lithium bank. About ready to mount up at 150. Here I come. Heck yeah, Greg. That's awesome, man. Like I said, man, we all got to get goals. We all set goals, and then let's see you guys do it. I know us as Base Wars judge, we're going to help you get as loud as you possibly can. Like, I know in my shows, I try, like, I'll put the meter in different spots. I'll let you do your thing. Let's get you to your goals. And then that way, I mean, you're going to set another goal. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Dan. What's up, Chuck? How you doing, man? You're always in here on Monday nights. It's good to see you, brother. You're right, Dan O'Brien, though. Yeah, 100%, brother. 100%. No matter where you hit, what numbers you hit, we all start somewhere. Here's the 55. Yeah. That's a good goal for sure. No, that's good, Chuck. I'm glad you're doing good, man. I know when we talked before, I know you had to have something go on. We had a huge time with Pop Tart. Yeah. Yep. I know Pop Tart had a pretty good show out. I saw that. Mine's a goal of 155. All right. Yeah, it seems like 155 is the going one, huh? That's the go-to goal, huh? I know I was excited as heck when I got my first 150, man. I was like, yeah, I was stoked. And then after that, I mean, it was like a 55. When I did the second build, it was like 55 was just poof. Already there. I was doing like a 59. So I'm like, okay, I need to set my goal to at least a 60. And then I got over 60s, and then I just was not happy with the build. It ended up being so. I tore it all out, or we're tearing it all out actually right now on my little car, my Cobalt. Which a lot of the people that know me from other orbs know that car. It was a beast. Yeah, what's everyone's top score right now that's in here? What's the best score you guys have done? Anyone in here? Felipe wants to know what's the best score everyone's at so far. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, Dan. I'm with you 100%. What up, Dustin? How you doing, brother? Yeah, look at Jack, man. Jack's over here doing a 62 plus. That's his goal. But so far, his best has been a 161.24. Yeah, that's crazy. That's good numbers, man. Craig's 64.4. 160 out the port. All right. 162, one Rockwell 15-inch. Yeah, okay. I don't know about that. I don't believe you, Dan. I don't know if you're just trolling with me now or what, but I don't believe that. Maybe in the port. Maybe. I mean, I don't have an issue with Rockwell, but man, it's a hard one to believe, especially a prefab, bro. What's up, Tony? Yeah, Jeremy. Yeah, you got the 67 on the port. That's true. Yeah, Dustin Newell, how you doing, brother? I see you in here. Right now, my best score is a 63.4, but won't consider it official until I do it at a show. Oh, sweet, Felipe. Oh, yeah, for sure, Jack. Like I said, my next show is April 13th at the soccer fields again here in Marion at Ballard Fields. So, if you want to do that. Oh, I thought you were just trolling me. I thought you were joking, but yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome that someone did that. Tony, you're trying to do a 160? You'll get it, brother. You're putting in a lot of time. I know you're putting a lot of time in on that build. That sounds good, Jack. I'll definitely be there. I got it posted up on an event flyer for it already. It's Brandon's Base Wars birthday bash. Greg said he got 6 miles per hour on the wind meter. Yeah. Never really messed with those. I mean, I've heard some pretty crazy stories with those things, man. I don't even know why. Oh, man. Hopefully you were ventilated. Because, man, I'll tell you, I've done that before, and you get a little lightheaded doing all that. Oh. We got someone right here. Hey, special guest. This is Jim tonight.
All right. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you great, Bill.
Yeah, normally me and Jimmy have to fight with my sound. So, but I was talking with Greg on the phone, and he said, "Yeah, Brandon's on there by himself." I said, "Well, let me go help him."
Yeah, I was guessing Jim was still driving back from World, so right. I didn't want to. I mean, I sent him an invite still, but I didn't know maybe.
Yeah, I've done them from my car. It's not a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Especially once it gets dark, can't really see.
All right, no, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just been talking to these people about their goals and stuff they've been doing today, what they're planning on doing with their their builds and letting them know I got a show coming up on the 13th also of April. It's a birthday show for me.
Oh, cool.
Miguel says Brandon was holding it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we have fun. I try to make it fun for everybody. So, and Jack says, "Hey, Billy."
Yeah, man. I threw all this together. I don't even know which way I'm supposed to go. I don't even understand. This just looks like I'm in the middle, but I'm plainly not in front of the camera.
Yeah, you look a little to the. I don't know. I guess you're probably backwards. So.
Yeah, I don't know. Something weird going on with the camera. It's like it's right there.
So this guy in the open class, the first class is up to 10K, second class up 20K. What if you run 2 8K amps? Yeah, you're in the 20K class. You'd be in the 20K chaos. That's exactly where you'd be. Oh, thanks, Courtney. My birthday is April 10th, so I'm gonna be doing some more of these before then, but I was just letting people know about the show that I have coming up around here. So,
are you gonna have a birthday cake there? Ice cream?
No, probably not. But I mean, if it makes more people come out and have fun, I'll buy some cake and ice cream, man.
Right?
I ain't scared. Like, I mean, then when it gets warm out, I normally have somebody cooking or something going. Like we normally have. Grill going and stuff like that.
Everybody, this little small one. It's a gas grill, a little small gas grill, a little Coleman thing.
Yeah,
little canisters on there.
Yep.
And I've done that. That's pretty cool. Pretty fun to do.
Yeah.
No, Craig, I didn't go. I planned to go, and I was late getting back from Oregon, and I just couldn't bring myself to get in the vehicle and go. I talked to Jalissa, and she said she wasn't going either. And so I just decided to stay home. Got some work done.
I love how it says, "I'm Jim tonight." That's great. That's all right. Yeah, there you go. Jeremy said he's got a smoker. He comes to all my shows, so
oh yeah,
maybe he'll do some smoked brisket or something and bring it catered to the show.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Do a good. Yeah. It was 68 here today. I was like, "Ooh, yeah, it's nice."
Yeah, I don't know what it was here. It's but it's still 69.
Yeah. It's 61 here right now. Yep, 61 right now.
Guess winter's over.
Hey Brandon, what class are you going to be in? I don't even know. A big one. I believe we figured it out, and I think it's like Beast or Legendary. But just because my cone area.
Yeah.
My cone area.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure, Miguel. I'm glad it's warm.
Did you see what Ruthless's hearse did to Crowd Loud?
Yeah, I was a little blown away. I got tagged.
Everybody was blown away.
I got tagged in the video. I was like, What the heck is that?
Right.
What was it? 149.
Yeah, and they said it was still good when it ended. So he's apparently he started off slow or bad, and so it was still going up at the end of the run.
Holy crap, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that hearse was was tearing up top 10 scores all day.
Yeah.
That thing was.
We're going to do something special with the top 10 stuff, but yeah, but even I think he didn't up it, but even Ray Mastasi, he did a 44.2. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. Before, or is it 0.3 that where the top 10 is? But yeah, man, that was crazy.
No, yeah, it definitely was. Definitely was. And that was at TDH, right?
No, that was California.
Oh yeah, it was.
Wherever Richard Show was. I don't know where Richard Show was, but it was out there somewhere.
Crowd Loud's a 30-second average 6 feet away from your car. from your door jam.
Yeah.
So it's but they did a 149.9 something
Yeah.
at 6 feet away.
And prior
30
to
seconds
that, the
average.
biggest number I think anybody had was a 44. Was us with Ray Mestas's, build.
Yeah, they were going. They had a tight one there for a while in that crowd loud.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
a few guys right in that 43, 44, 43.
Right.
They were all over. And then all of
Right.
a sudden this Hearse comes out of nowhere.
In your
Smash
area,
the
Chris
windows out.
Gordon was one of them, wasn't he?
Yeah, yep. Chris Gordon was one of them. He beat Ray Mestas' first score, and then Curtis Vickers, another guy, he beat Chris Gordon's score, and then Ray Mestas beat that score, and that was kind of just staying there in that 143, 144. But then the Hearse came out, and that was the end of it. That was the end of it. Ruthless just came out and did their job.
Yeah.
They went to work on it.
Yeah, you can't not. They said he spent a few years building it, so
Yeah.
yeah.
What was the kick score? I think it was like a 169, wasn't it? Or something
I
like that.
don't think it was that high, but I could be wrong, man. I truly don't know.
I mean, I seen it, but I don't know. It was something. It was up there.
I don't know. Richard, I don't know if my son does it now anyway. I don't see it, but so I don't know if Richard has sent it or not yet.
Right.
I talked to him earlier, and he was going to send it today.
Okay. Yeah, I was I'm trying to see if I can find it real quick.
I was looking on the top tens, and I saw a mistake on Crowd Loud, so I wanted to change it right quick. That Crowd Loud No-Wall, for some reason, is showing two different classes, and that drives me crazy.
Yeah, I'm so happy. Everything went super smooth this weekend for me. The stuff didn't mess up, so I was pretty happy about that. I didn't have no issues with it, so I was like, oh, thank God. No issues with the term lab, no issues with the equipment. Yeah, 149, 6 feet away. Yep, it's crazy. Crowd Loud is my grandma's class. Dan O'Brien.
Right?
Come on, Dano. Come on. Rick. Oh, you're saying what did Rick score? Rick was in Crowd Loud No Wall. He did 141 No Wall Crowd Loud, which is good for No Wall. I was happy for myself this weekend, especially in the
Where was your show?
Plainfield, Indiana. It was down in Indianapolis. So yeah, the Demo Wars. Yeah, you got first, Jeremy. It was awesome. Like I said, it's just keep setting goals. Keep doing, that's all you got to do is keep setting goals. Yeah, it was definitely a good number for Rick. I mean, that was a 141, 6 feet away. So, and a no wall. Whoa, that was loud, Billy.
Yeah, was it? My bad.
Yeah, but ding! I was like, what was that? I looked at my phone. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know, like I said, I got that show coming up. I got 2 more shows. So I got the show in Plainfield again next month on the 20th. And then I have my birthday show. And that's going to be on the 13th of April. So, because my birthday is April 10th. So, figured just the weekend after, I'll do a little birthday show for myself. I love doing the shows anyways, and love having the competitors come out and have fun. So, I don't mind it at all. I know I got a crazy hectic schedule for this year. but I'm definitely excited about it. And so so cupcakes better be there. Yeah.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. You gotta
Yeah.
have ice cream too, man.
Yeah, my last one that I had, I think my stepdaughter and my wife made a bunch of stuff. Made a bunch of cookies and stuff for it was before I was even a judge. It was just at a show that we went to and for everybody. So where am I going to be at after the 20th? After the 20th, I got one May 11th. And that's the Basing for Paws in Huntington, Indiana at the Huntington Fairgrounds. That's going to be a really big show. And a lot of people supposed to be coming to that one. Greg says the River Jam at the Dam 3 presented by Demo Kings on April 6th. Sure, didn't get fat for no reason. How's it going, David? How you doing, man? So yeah. I don't know. How was your day, Billy? Staying busy?
Yeah. Busy enough I don't really remember how it went.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know where it went. I've been working on some videos for us and some graphics for us, and
Okay.
yeah, not the score graphics, but just fixing.
I did have a few people set their personal best this weekend.
Hey,
I was like, that's awesome, you know.
ain't that fun?
Yeah, they were stoked, man. I had like 3 people get their personal best. So I was like, that is awesome. Like Michael Moore, he did a 160 with his truck. Kenneth Fannin did a 159. That was his personal best. Before that, it was a 155. So he jumped up quite a bit. And then there was one more.
No, I'm gonna be honest. That happens a lot. I wonder why that happens to us so much. You know, I have a theory. It literally happens a lot. Now, we as judges, we see it all the time, so we know where to put those meters, and you know, we know where to put the sensors. That is, but I just wonder if when people run the other orgs, you know, I don't see a lot of orgs have their judges come out and help the way we go out and help. You know. So maybe we just got people that don't know where to put the meter, and then we happen to get it in the right spot, and they get their highest. It's got to be it, man, because it happens all the time. And we got our meter, our sensors are no different than anybody else's. Our Term Lab, you know, same thing.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, me neither, man.
But it is fun when it happens.
It is. I mean, you see them start screaming and jumping up and down, and you're like, what happened? You know, it's my personal best. You know, they're just stoked that they beat their best, you know, score they've ever had. So, I mean, it was cool. We had Bella Moore, you know.
Yeah. Did she get a highest?
Oh yeah, dude, she did I think it was her. Yeah, she did a 58 something again on music, 30-second average on 4 6.5s. So I mean, it was getting it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she did a 158 and some change, Chuck, in that Power Wheels that beats her streets or beats in the street. Beats and treats, that's what it is. That's what she calls her little ride. And then she won in her the kids demo wars. I don't know, it's always a blast seeing the kids come out for sure. With them Power Wheels and those rides, man, they're awesome. And I mean, ever since I seen it was years ago, but I seen like Greg with his kids' Power Wheels, and just to see it, but it was so awesome. Yeah, you still have your 3K in there for your 20K ninja class, huh? No personal best yet. We'll be back in this weekend. Yeah, he still was doing like a 58 out that 3K.
Dang.
And he's only clamping like 2,700 watts. So that's impressive. Like Jack
Yeah,
said,
that's pretty impressive.
he's a competitor. That
Yeah.
dude is, and he knows his build in and out, and I love that about it. That's so I was saying earlier, like he's one of my personal favorite no wall builds that I have. Yeah, 2,700 watts. Yep. Yeah, I know it was crazy, man. It was
Pretty
awesome.
strong.
Yeah, he just has so much knowledge in his build and knows what his car does, knows what it likes, and he knows how to do it every time he comes up there. He's a competitor. So I love seeing him come out there. I love seeing that little focus pull up. I'm like, oh, Jack's gonna do the score.
What is it that Dan O'Brien's got? I think his is a Festiva, is what he does with.
That little.
I think they do the same thing. Dan had a 15. Is Jack got a 15?
He's got 3 18s, I believe.
Oh wow, okay.
But yeah, they're I'm not sure I don't remember what speakers they are, but I think they're two 18s. I think it's a what are they? Are they B&Cs? What's up, Wes?
Yeah, 91 Festiva.
Karaoke speakers. You said karaoke speakers.
Let me see here. So yeah, these are all done. They're good.
Hey,
Depends
Jimmy.
on what area you're in. Where is Chris? Is he in your area?
No.
No.
I know. I'm not. I've seen the name a lot, but no, he's not one of my locals.
Chris,
no.
what area are you in? Yeah. So Brandon, you'll have yours in a couple of days.
Yeah.
And then I'm bringing the ones that people competed with Greg to his show in Chattanooga before the Chattanooga show, I think. So yeah, they're all done. I'm just okay. Melissa, I've already gave Melissa hers, so might want to reach out to her.
Yeah.
Maybe you just didn't show up at one of her shows, but she's got it. She should have it.
Yeah. Say he's using the B&C speakers. Those things, yeah, I don't know. They do what they do. They are awesome. So I'll have you're saying so Jack Hawley's award will be there in a couple days.
Yeah, I've seemed like I got more than one though for you. Seemed like I got two.
Yeah, Jack has 2, I believe.
Is it? Does Chris Gordon not have anything?
Chris does too. Chris has some too. Yeah.
Yeah, they're downstairs, ready to go.
I know I know he told me it drove him nuts. He drove to Tennessee for Demo Wars, and he was the only one that competed in his class.
That's rough.
He drove all the way down there for Demo Wars, and he was like, I was the only one there in my class.
Yeah.
That happens like that, though, sometimes. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it was fun. Yours is gonna come to me, man. He's
They'll
Jack.
go to Brandon. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be sending them to me, and I can give them to you at the next show you're at, which will be mine on the 13th of April. So be ready. You could just no problem, Jack. Yeah, Billy's the one that puts all this in. You can thank him. He's done an awesome job at doing
Yeah,
everything.
man, those it was really a bad deal with those awards, man. I ain't gonna lie. So, I sent out the little thing, hey, what does everybody want, a plaque or this little special medal I really wanted to do? And then the medal never came. It still hasn't come. Still don't have that medal. So we had to back up and punt. And I ain't crazy about the awards, but it's something. It's there. I personalized it for you. I did spend a week and a half doing that. But yeah, I hate that they are what they are. But everybody started wanting them fast, and I didn't want to hold people up from having it any longer. And
Wes, he's in CEO for Demo Wars, so there's not a lot of people in that class that I know of anyways. I mean, that's a big class. But yeah, I mean, I just don't see many people with that many speakers wanting to run that. So Greg, who coming to the high voltage show?
I'm sure he's talking about Chris Gordon with the demo wars.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Probably not. He's still working on his build. He's still putting his build together. He hasn't even came to one of my local shows yet because I was just over there picking up amps for teammates and stuff, and he's still working on it, man. Which that's part of the deal up here. I know when we shut down for winter. Thank you for the awards. Melissa gave me mine when I was in Montgomery.
The California people have theirs so far. Melissa's got hers. I knew. I knew I'd be seeing Greg and them before his shows started off. So, and then I got to mail you yours. So,
all right.
I think that'd be all.
All right. Well, that's awesome. I'm excited to hand them out.
Yeah. Have you ever been to that TH show?
No, sir.
I have not either. But they said they had a blast, man. They said it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, it looked like a lot of fun. I mean, I saw a lot of videos, saw a lot of people posting on it. And
I didn't see a whole lot this time. I don't, but maybe I'm just not friends with people in that area. Dixon show. See, I'd planned to come to that too. Then I wound up being out of, I was supposed to go to Oklahoma, and then I just didn't, and I didn't go to that one either. I was just tired.
And then Greg says I can add a few more mids on mine and play him if he wants me to. And David said, yeah, man, it was amazing. So he's like, I was so glad to get back to TDH. It was a blast.
Yeah, that's one of those shows I've not made it to.
Me either, man. I don't know. I was just like hanging out tonight. I don't know, see what everybody's up to and
see
what their plans are.
Sometimes it's not a lot of fun to sit on here by yourself. Looks like you got a lot of participation, so you kind of be okay. But sometimes when not a lot of people participate, you just kind of sitting there just staring at the camera. Like,
yeah, no, I have a lot of locals that, man, they pretty religiously watch my lives every Monday. So I don't know, like awesome. You told me in the beginning that probably have your own little group of people that would come to your live and check it out. And mostly that's the people in my area. I mean, they've definitely been supportive and they've came in the chats and they ask me questions if they have any or anything goes wrong or they have a question about this or that. Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm always down to answer questions. Well, I mean, you're still local. You're still Indiana, Kevin. He's just all the way up. He's up by Valparaiso. He's only like an hour from Chicago, hour and a half, something like that. But he comes down to my shows down here in Marion. Jack Hawley, I mean, he's way up. Yeah, he's up in Michigan and drives down here to my Indiana shows. Dang. So, and then I got some people from Ohio that travel to my shows. So it's just a lot of people are still working on their cars. A lot of people are still working on their builds. So, yeah. It's just one of those things, Yeah, Kevin helped me out a lot this weekend. He gave me a new C-Max bank for my build.
Heard that. Kevin needs to give me a C-Max bank for my build. Right?
Yeah, he hooked me up with a C-Max bank.
Need about 2,000 amp hours.
2,000 amp hour. Oof. That's a big C-Max, man.
Yeah, I'd like to have it a little bigger just to be safe. But
you put it on the roof?
Yeah, I'm going to put it everywhere. Hey.
Oh, hey, look at this. We got another surprise guest. We got the actual Jim.
Yeah.
I'm Jim tonight, and we got Jim from Michigan. So
right.
I got that tan going on.
Yeah, I like your red hat.
We We came into the middle of a nasty storm that put about 30 or 40 vehicles into the center rail of the highway, flipped over trucks, cars, a lot of bad stuff.
What state?
Coming into Missouri, coming out of,
Oklahoma.
no, where you going? Sorry. We're still driving in the midst of all this rain crazy. Coming into Missouri from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
We chased a storm and we kind of trailed the back end of it. We've been kind of wiggling in between it, and then it hit us hard. Like it came down on us pretty hard.
I got into a tornado one time in Oklahoma. I think it was Oklahoma. You'd think, how do you get tied up in a tornado in the middle of a big field?
Merge onto I-44 East.
It's like, you know, it's
55
coming,
north.
you can see, but you know, things just happen. That's where I was.
We
Same
made
spot.
it. We're finally in Illinois just now.
Right.
Man,
You're getting there.
right?
Yeah. It's
Oh, he cut out. There you go. I don't know. I couldn't hear you, but
yeah, no, it's been kind of exciting. This run down here been a trip, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Tim says be
Yeah, I
careful.
hate I couldn't come. Or I didn't come.
Said what?
I hate that I didn't come, but I was appreciating the fact that I didn't come.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're all about making sure everybody's on a good page. You know, we're trying to help out everything and do what we do. It was kind of fun, to be honest, to be able to get there and run Carlos through the lane. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that's fun.
Yeah, I seen him sitting on his trailer with all those trophies.
Yeah, he got like 5, 6 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a decent amount of trophies sitting there.
I guess he was he didn't plug in 3 subs or something and was running on 3.
Dang.
And he still did like what, an 85 something, huh?
Yeah.
Well, he does
185.
82s with 1 sub, you know, in his test.
Yeah.
Use the right 2 lanes to take exit 291A.
Crazy traffic. Illinois is going to be nuts.
Trying to cut over behind us.
No.
So how long you guys got left till you make it home?
Up to 5 a.m. in the morning.
You want me home till about 5 a.m.?
Yeah, we still got another 500 miles to go.
Oh my goodness.
That bridge is pretty.
Yes, sir.
If you need a pit stop, you can always come to my house.
Yeah, go
We,
ahead and wake Brandon up at 2 in the morning.
We're not going to be anything.
I'll stay up.
We're
Tell him
only
Casper
trailing
needs to
through
break.
Illinois and coming up around Chicago.
Oh, okay. So you're just hitting that little lip right there, right around the.
Yeah,
Great
we
Lakes.
took Route 66 the whole way.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to try to plow me over, or what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Hey,
This highway. It's bad, man. It's really bad. Like
Real
everybody's
bad.
driving like the
Nobody knows
worst.
how to drive.
The worst drivers in the world seem to come all out when the rain comes out.
Mhm.
or that first snowfall.
I seen you got yourself a little Ford Ranger there, Billy.
So that's why I didn't make it to the shows, because I drove that thing from wherever I was in Oregon, Portland, and home, and it was 2,750 miles.
Yeah, he is. He
So
is.
I was tired. I didn't want to get back in the truck and go up to Oklahoma the next day. I just didn't want to do it.
Just didn't want to.
Right, man. I just couldn't get back in. You know.
I mean, it's not like you're not busy enough. I know you stay busy anyway.
Well, that was a lazy factor, man. I'd just been riding that truck. I didn't know when I got it that it didn't have overdrive. So I come back at 65 and 70 maybe with no overdrive all the way back.
man.
I couldn't get in the vehicle and go. I just couldn't do it.
What made you buy a vehicle instead of flying back?
Oh man, I wouldn't really want to get into all that, but I'd just say that it was a clean looking truck, so we just got it. You know, we just picked it up. So that's probably the best way.
He's seen a
to
Ford
present
Ranger and
that.
said, "I'm about to build me one of those right now."
Yeah. Well, it's real clean. I may get lucky. You know, Brett Arsenault, he works, he builds transmissions. You know, that's what he does, get a transmission shop. So I took it by his place, and we think that it's some solenoids instead of the transmission. So we're working on that right now. And then I also bought it and thought that it didn't have air, like from the factory, it didn't have air. But I didn't even lift the hood. I just got it and left, right? So
Yeah.
after I did lift the hood, it plainly has air conditioning hoses and a bracket for air conditioning. So it can have air conditioning and a good transmission, hopefully for a little bit of not much money. And wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, I was surprised too, man. And I told the guy that I bought it from that I made it back, no problems, and he was floored. I was like, "Oh, that's not a good thing."
He was full.
He was really surprised.
Yeah,
But,
you had a long drive.
I did have to do a couple things. The fan was split, so I had to glue it together a couple times to, you know,
Yeah.
you know what you got to do. You know, the starter didn't want to start the truck. You know, so I had to figure that out on the way home. But anyway, no big deal. Yeah, but it did take a while.
How was your
going that
show?
slow.
How'd
Oh,
your
it
show
was
go,
good.
Brandon?
Oh, what? It was all right. It was another fun show. It was good. I mean, it wasn't nothing big or nothing crazy, but it was a fun show. Yeah, like always. Like I said, I had like I don't know if you were listening earlier, but I had like 3 people get new personal bests. So, you know, Michael Moore did his first 60. Kenneth did a 59. And then Bella did a higher 58 than what she did last year on 30 seconds music average. That was a 30-second music average run, you know, the Baby Boomer SPL.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's solid for, like I said, it's only 4 6.5 on a little
Right.
4,000 watt amp or whatever it is. But I think that's pretty good. In my eyes, I think that's awesome. It's just fun to see the Power Wheels come out. But no, the show went good. Everybody had a fun time, I think. It got a little windy. It was just a little bit windy, not like as bad as that first show. But there was a little bit of wind. But I mean, it was a good little turnout. Fun second show of the year, or this year. So, I mean, it's not the second show of the season. I mean, I've already got shows from last year that counts for this season. So, yeah. I had a person buy membership while they were there at the show. So we got another member down there that wanted to join Base Wars.
Cool.
That was his first time running Base Wars.
Who's that?
So
The new guy?
yeah, he's from Lafayette.
Okay.
So he's not far from me. But he drove down to Plainfield and came to that show. It was the first show I've ever seen him at. And he had fun though. Is that Robert living good?
That's the main thing, man. As long as we have fun.
Yeah, for sure. 100%, man. And that's what it's all about. I know that's what I try to do with my shows, is make sure everybody has fun. And like if I see a new person that I'll help them as much as I possibly can.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
huge, man.
Plus the meter, I don't care. I'll get up behind that thing and be super active with that new member to help them as much as I possibly can. If I have to hold the door, roll the window down, do whatever. And I know
Right.
Jim does the same thing. I mean, he came to my show, my first show, and that's what he was. That's like what his life was. He was sitting over there doing all kinds of stuff for the, for the competitors.
And you can learn some stuff for yourself too. I tell you one that'll surprise you. Now you'd have to talk to Jordan about this, Jordan Acosta. But we were somewhere and there was a trunk build metering, right? And Jordan's like, pop the trunk, which makes no sense whatsoever. We popped that guy's trunk. He picked up a decimal or two.
Yeah. Hey, that's what we did with Rob Morgan's wife's car. She had her subs facing the front, firing forward.
Mm-hmm.
We popped the trunk and it like halfway up and it was louder. But now
Right.
we sealed it off so it don't gain now.
Dang, can't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I took that away since he sealed the trunk off. But last year when he first started running it, or his wife was, we pop the trunk and get it just set about halfway up and it would gain like 2 dB from the previous score with it closed. I'm like, that's nuts. Heather Sutherland, she got a personal best as well. That's right. She did her first 145 on 210s in a trunk. So she was excited about it. She comes to all my shows too. So her and her boyfriend, they're at every one of my shows. So that's nice. It's definitely nice to see the community come together, and I mean that's
it's fun.
what it's all about, man. And then and having a good time. I mean that's what it is. Like I said, this next show, I mean it's my birthday show.
Right.
I'm just doing it because why not? I mean, I have nothing better than maybe getting some birthday demos or something.
Yeah.
I'm already
B throw down.
the B throw down. Yeah.
B.E. Brandon Erickson.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just want everybody to come out and have fun. If y'all want cupcakes, let me know. I'll figure it out.
Right.
We'll get cupcakes and ice cream or something out there, and we'll make it a little birthday show. So, I don't know. I mean, so in that first show, we didn't have one of the teams were having some issues, so they couldn't make it. But so we didn't get to try the team wars like a practice with team.
Yeah. Well, that's no harm in trying that, man. Break yourself up down into some 3-person teams so you can
That's what it was going to be. It's 3v3.
break into it slow because I think it's going to overwhelm you as far as doing it at the same time as another show. It's probably going to be tough.
What's up, Supa? Timothy says, I want Twinkies and ice cream. Laugh out loud.
No moon pies, man. An RC Cola.
Maybe, Jeremy. Maybe.
So, you know what? Let me see. This isn't quite ready, I don't think. Let's see if I can show you this. Not quite what I'm looking for. I might can give you a little. I don't know if I've shown anybody this yet, but so yeah, I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna show you guys something. I got to check over this data. So if the data looks wrong, y'all don't judge me for it because I kind of think there is.
I have a question for you, Billy.
In music classes, and it be yes, you can. How do I share screen? Present. I gave it a different name. Share screen. Let's go with window. Let's go with that one. Share. So
I was like,
once
whoa,
again, pay not much attention to this right here, okay? Because some of this is definitely inaccurate, I think. But so of the teams we have, which means if some of this is inaccurate, some of this is also inaccurate, right? But
Right.
as you can see, these are the points that the teams have been acquiring throughout the year, like whenever they
What's up, Marshall?
compete at the normal show. So like if you're on a team and you have that team listed and that team is a member, then Every time you get points, they get points. So here's how that, and once I get to make sure that all this data is accurate and right in the world, I'm going to put this up on our top 10s also, so that you will see the team scores. So like this is the teams that signed up for a national. But yeah, so like they got 237. Your local noise complaint, ain't that up there where you guys are?
Yeah, that's one of my local teams.
Okay, so either y'all have a bunch of people or I got some data messed up. But so that's pretty good. Y'all are ahead right now.
Yeah.
If that be the case. So, but anyway.
Did Rick show up to your show, Brandon?
Who?
Man, you better tackle him to the ground and give him a big noogie on his head.
Did who show up?
Rick.
Nope. No, Rick. I told you. I got to get Rick out there more. He needs to start coming out. I drove Jeremy down there, you know.
And who is Rick?
It's just one of our teammates.
He's slacking.
Yeah, he's slacking. He's our Indiana team president. I'm the team vice president for Indiana. So plus, running base wars plus just a lot. So staying busy. Well, just staying busy. I'm like you, Billy, kind of. I stay pretty busy too.
Yeah.
Running a few different pages and doing stuff, but making sure I get these shows in for the competitors, making sure they have fun. But yeah, Jeremy got first in both of his classes.
Because Mama Bell wasn't there.
Yeah, exactly. That's because Belle wasn't there.
She driving.
Hello.
Yeah. She's gonna joke with you, Jeremy. She's gonna tease you now forever until you can beat her. Oh, I can't wait till Slam either, Kevin. Slam's always fun, but I mean Slam is busy. I know for us judges it gets busy.
Yeah.
It's busy.
She sent me a registration update. We have 24 pre-registrations for us so far.
Uh-oh.
Did,
Right.
are they running the same trophies again this year?
Probably so.
It'll
I
probably
know
be
that
the
for a fact.
same. It'll probably have different font or something though.
I don't know it for a fact, but I think they are. I think she told me they usually run the same type of award for like 4 or 5 years and then they switch. So maybe next year I think is when they
Okay.
switch. Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of the members of your local noise complaint means we were talking about teams. I'll just say that the members that are on there, they were asking me, and I told them that I believe that their member number is linked with their team, correct?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when they run and I put their member number in, it automatically counts as points for the team.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I told them because I thought me and you talked about that before. So that clears that up. So I can definitely let them know. But yeah, there was quite a few of them. There was pretty much their team and a few other random people. But it was fun. Like I said, definitely be at Slam. David says. Jack says Slam. Yeah. Greg says he hopes not. That it's not the same trophies.
You need to make sure that you're getting yourself set for your Indiana chapter there, Brandon, so that way you guys are making points.
What about Rick?
Slap him. Punch him in his eyes, poke him in his nose.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, Rick's a good guy. He just he slacks on some stuff. We gotta pick it up.
When we went down there, that's points towards it if we go down.
I went down, yeah.
Hey, Billy.
Yeah, run team thing down. There's another team they're running it.
We'll be down there to run some more points for you, Brett.
Jeremy, we ain't got a team down here. We got to set up a team Indiana in Base Wars. I gotta get a hold of Billy. I gotta pay Billy. I gotta pay Billy.
All right.
That's what we're gonna be doing. And then once we get Billy paid, then yes, he'll set us up a team, make it national or whatever, and we'll get it done. Then every time you run or you do something, your points will go towards that.
So this is kind of how it works. So we'll take David. He's in the chat, right? He is a member this year. All these gaps you see, this is where we have other members here, but they're not a member this year. So this is the current year members that we have. And if you'll see these numbers out bottom right here. So every time this member number gets points, so does this team get points. That's his team number. Now that's a local team. And so if you're a national team, then okay, it is possible that you would have two numbers here, a local and a national. So for you guys, for example, let's say you got two, you say a Michigan and an Indiana, right?
Yeah.
So you guys could register those as two different teams, and that would allow you to compete against one another. But if you're a national team, both those teams can put points into this national team number here, right? That allows the local teams to be able to compete against one another, so to speak, and also contribute to the national teams, their national team. So you might have, 10 spots or 10 local teams of your team name, all contributing points to your one national team, right?
Right. So if somebody wanted to have a local team, how much does that cost?
Man, I don't remember. Do you remember?
$10,000.
$10,000.
Sounds good.
I
think a local team was $50 maybe, or $100. I can't remember.
50 or 100 for local. What's national
The
run?
national team is $250. Remember
So
that?
I have a national team would be $250.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that also includes like one local area.
Oh man, all right. So we're getting mixed here. So Dan O'Brien says 50 and 250.
I think that's right.
David says 100.
Yeah, I think it's 50 and 250.
Okay, so 50 for a local team, 250 for a national team.
Yeah, because I calculated and I was like, I wanted it to only be $1 or $2 a person, So if you got 20 people on your team, that's a couple dollars, a person for a year. And if you got a national team, you got probably at least, 5, 6, areas. And at that rate, at 20 or 30 people on a local team, I tried to make it $1 or $2.
Right.
God dang it, Jeremy. He says he needs to work on a corner or street to make money for his team.
Yeah.
You're funny. It's all good, David. Now you know, though. I mean, that helps everybody for future reference.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So, and now what if they want to do that and they're at a show? Say they come to a show, one of our shows is a local judge, and they ask me or Jim, like, hey, I want to be I want to start a local team. Like, how do they do that with us? Our kin.
So what they'll do is they'll pay the $50, right? And then so when they become a team, they get a team number like the ones I showed you in that little list there.
Yeah, your local. I know that a couple of guys, they put their national team number on, even though they're your local noise complaint. They put their national team member number under like their member number.
Yeah.
It's like NT10000.
Yeah. So after that team becomes a member, if you will, then I give the captain their team number. So their captain gives everybody's on their team that number, and they fill it out when they fill out their membership. If they already are a member, then you just need to reach out to me and let me just put the number in where you are, kind of
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, I know they did that on the sheets this weekend, and I was like, "What is this number?"
Right.
But then I thought NT. I'm like, that makes sense. National
Yeah.
T.
Yeah. So it's like you don't ever have to worry about it on the sheet. It's just gonna go in. Yeah.
So they said,
Currently, yeah, I think right now it'd just be like you did it all year, so to speak, because the way it is with the member numbers, if I put that number on there, it's not going to say, okay, with these shows, we didn't put that number because we don't do it on a per show thing. We do it like totally. So unfortunately, and I think it's unfortunate, but yeah, if you sign that up, then it'll just populate all the stuff you've done that year. So
Okay.
all the ones that would count in the past.
so there's your answer,
Our
Jeremy.
memberships used to be like that, and but we fixed that now because now, but you guys input that every time now. So so now if you don't have that input that member number there, the ones in the past, we don't go back and add that, and so it's just not there.
And so same thing with if say we'll just say Jeremy because he's in here. Say he quit. He didn't run Base Wars for like 2 years or a year or something. Then he came back, next year or something, and decided to start running. His member number will always be the same, correct?
Yeah. The only difference is potentially next year I may get away from I do the membership numbers. Right now, your membership number. What's your membership number, Brandon? Do you know?
I think it's 4600001.
All right, yeah, 4600001, and that's a complicated number for a lot of people. But that 46 is your zip code.
Yeah.
The first two of your zip code, so your state code, right?
Okay.
And then after that, the number is just which number you are, like first, second, third, fourth, fifth, in your area. You might in that zip code. So you were the first. Chris Gordon was the second one.
Yeah.
And so Chris is 00002.
Right.
So what makes that kind of a pain is let's say they buy it online, right? Well, now I got to send them a link for them to fill it out for me to get their information, so I know how to make their number, right? I need their zip code. I'd like to get to something real simple where I didn't need information from them to make the number. That way they could be a member, and I could just send them the number without having to extra step in communicating.
You're right.
Yep. Jeremy's is 47001. That's right. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I think this year is going to be a fun season for everybody in this whole area. I'd still like this to be like the first full season to get into Base Wars this year. In this area.
That's true. You won't have to work hard to get.
Yeah, man. Last year I was busting my butt to make sure all the guys that bought memberships make it to Worlds. Remember, I was telling you, I was like, man, I got to get these 5 shows in at least for these guys, and I think I still surpassed the 5 shows. Just so I knew, like Chris Gordon and Jack Hawley, it wasn't just they just bought a membership for 2 months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got them in there. So
right.
That's
yeah, when I travel when I go to start a new area or introduce Base Wars to a new area, I don't ever accept memberships because I'm like, if I don't have a judge in the area, you might not have enough, so I don't take it.
Yeah, I got you in, Jack, for sure. I was putting those shows up as fast as I could. I wanted you guys to make sure. I just wanted to make sure you guys could go, and experience it. So. And I know you and Chris Gordon both did. I know you went to Ohio. Chris Gordon went to Tennessee because he wanted to do the Demo Wars.
So what does everybody think about being able to go to the different areas for the finals as opposed to having to travel? Oh, let me rephrase that. that's kind of a loading it in a bad way. So I'm gonna say the question in different ways. What do you think of having the satellite one so you don't have to travel? And then what do you think about having the shows at satellite so you don't have to go to one spot in the country? And then I would say, what do you think about having the satellite shows as a and not having the luxury of going to one big spot? You know, because that can be fun too, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So so we'll always do our satellites, I'm pretty sure, right? But I'm considering picking a spot somewhere and having a big shindig. So if you want to come to the central location, if you will, you can, but otherwise you can still do the satellite thing. I just hate to, say if somebody wanted to compete with us from Miami, and even if they went to the center of the country, which is Kansas City, that's a lot of riding. The guys out west, that's a lot of riding for them. You know, I just have a hard time asking people to do that when we have an alternative method. But that's where I'm at. So I just wonder what you guys think about it. You know, would you guys rather have a big to do in the center of the country like USAC just had, or like let's see, Mecca does one in one spot? I think DB Drag did one on each side of the country, right? Didn't they do that?
I don't even know. I couldn't tell
I
you.
think so.
I'm not up on.
This is kind of something that I see that's not good about it, right? We lose out on different builds everywhere else. They're seeing all the stuff. See, I'm with that. But I know that if we were to do it in one spot, that, you know, like I know a lot of the West Coast guys wouldn't come, you know.
There's Jack. I don't mind driving myself. Put in 37,000 miles last year just to go to shows.
Yeah, that's a
Didn't
lot.
ISPL they do remote in too, don't they? I believe, Billy.
ISPLA.
Have they been around a year? Have they had a finals? I don't know.
I don't think I've ever.
Yeah. I don't know what
Yeah.
they do.
Because Jay Doty was doing it out here for us, and I know he was talking about doing remotes. I never got to be a part of the remote in one, but I was always curious on, you know, how well it went with like lag or time, or if things cut out, or how much problems that could arise from, you know, trying to be service to service.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know exactly how they do it. I don't know if anybody's doing it live at the exact same time like we are.
That's funny, Marshall. He says 8 miles per gallon, not cheap.
Right.
And he's got a Ford Excursion.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get why he gets 8 miles a gallon. Those things are big.
I mean, it is nice to be able to get into all the competitors' vehicles, get demos, or, you know, the nostalgia of actually being there where it's happening. But, I mean, I think it'll be easy for some of those that can't drive as far.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that if we were to do that, we would lose half of our people. And I don't remember how many we ran last year for our finals, but 100 and something, I think, you know, I think we had 100 and something people. I don't remember the number that we had through our finals. And I don't think the Mecca one was very big. I don't think the DB Drag one was very big. And everybody said the USAC one wasn't very big. So I don't know. I don't know if we're doing the right thing, you know. But I like that people don't have to pay lots of money to travel and come to ours. I like that. And I would not alienate, say, the West Coast. I will not do anything to make them not be able to compete with us in finals. Same way would say that somebody in Miami, that's a long ways down there.
Agreed.
So at best it'll ever get for us is one in the center of the country somewhere plus some satellites.
I mean, I get it from both sides. I see
You know,
where
I-
it works out good doing the satellite thing, but I also see where it'd be awesome to like be able to conversate with half these people I see in this chat.
Right,
That I
right. To
wouldn't
have a
see
big
on a
show.
normal basis.
Yeah, to have a big
Um,
show.
Yeah, it'd be like one giant show where I could actually get to meet, some of these people, see their rides and stuff like that, and meet some of the other judges, and besides just the slam people that come to slam. I don't know. I think it'd be fun, but I know at the same time, I know that the way you got it going right now, it's working, and
It doesn't line up for our time frame, but if I could, our finals would be at Slamology.
yeah.
We would do it there and satellite, but that's just too much to do in one.
Love you, Jay.
For the finals, does the international side come in as well?
If they choose to, yeah. And so what it'll turn out to be in the future, I'm pretty sure, is that we will have a finals weekend. So we will say maybe it's a Saturday morning or a Friday night that we'll start, and we'll start broadcasting, and then we'll end it on Sunday at some time, because there's some hours, that just really mess us up. It could. So I'm already prepared to one day we're going to have a finals weekend. And it'll be 2 days probably, so everybody can compete. I'm not saying that everybody's got to compete at the exact same time. If you show up and compete at, say, 12 o'clock, and you do your score, and then somebody comes along and beats you, and it's too late for you to come back and rerun, well, you should have just gave it all you had to start with. You know what I'm saying? But
no sandbagging.
right, but long as that score is on the same scoreboard, I'm happy, right? And if you give it your all, and somebody comes along and beats you, I hope you left that lane knowing there's nothing else you could have done.
Right.
But at least it's live, and you don't have to worry about somebody, lying to you or any shady stuff going on.
Right.
Right.
Right. And there's definitely a time frame though, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when we do our worlds,
we would set a certain time,
I mean,
And
even
Brandon,
now,
if you
though.
wanted to run your lanes for 48 hours, then you could. Right?
Oh man, that'd be fun.
Agree.
Yeah.
No.
But we're not that big, so getting them all done in one day is fine. Reason it would take maybe that second day is because some parts of the place of the world, we might be asleep and they're up in metering, right, or vice versa.
Right. So Connie says, "Can she ask all of us a question?" I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're here for. Go ahead and shoot, Connie, whatever you have on your mind. Gives me time to blow it up, swap it out, and run it again.
All right.
Actually, on Jack's comment on that, is there a way that we can run a camera that runs on the rolling standings at the same time too?
There is. I've worked that out for next year, and also for next year, I've worked out to where I am not inputting the scores. I'm gonna have somebody else do that, because so I sit here and I want to cut from one to the other to the other, and so the flaw we had last year is when I'm showing people the stuff, then the term lab stops. So what I'm going to do is just make a screen that is totally the term lab scrolling scores. The drawback to that is the term lab only shows the top 10 scores, doesn't show all the scores, right? So I don't really like that. But anyway, that's probably what we'll do. But this year for sure, we will have the scores up the whole time. And it may be in one little window, but it'll be there.
Right. And I mean, same thing with I get what Jack said too, but I know I hit you up right away as soon as I seen that score change, didn't I? Remember? I messaged you right away,
Yeah.
sent you a picture of his score, and
Yeah.
that way you could get it switched over or whatever because it wasn't being switched like when I was watching it. It didn't change on that. So
So, yeah, and so I can't remember exactly what the malfunction was, but so like if I'm looking and inputting scores, I don't switch from one camera to the other. So I'm gonna have somebody else be here with me and input the scores. That's what I'm trying to do. But yeah, we're gonna have it to where it rolls nonstop.
So County says sandbags on windshield are a safety issue. So no one falls through and truly gets hurt and blood goes everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. I don't think anybody, the way windshields are made, you wouldn't fall through one. You might, if a storm threw you through one, you could go through one, but otherwise they'll just crack and you wouldn't fall through probably. But I could see people getting a cut hand or something, but you know, at some point, I'm one of these guys that it's irritating to me that I have to deal with child caps on the gas can. At some point, you know, you got to. These are adults, and if they want to get up there and risk getting cut with glass, and it's kind of on them, you know.
David, can I have my score held until the end?
No. Right, but I will tell you what I did do. So I usually there's a show in Florida the weekend before, and so I did run a couple of those guys, and I kept their scores. And the time of day that they ran, I put them into our final scores at that time of day on the following Saturday. So if they ran at 3 o'clock, I input them at 3 o'clock.
Continue for 4 miles.
Yeah, Jack says Base Wars allows it already because he used sandbags as well. I mean, he don't sit on the sandbags or nothing. He just sets them on top of his car. He's got a couple strategic spots that he puts them in.
Yeah.
And I mean, sometimes you got to hold on to the back ones, but that's just so they don't vibrate off. There's no glass or nothing. They're just on his roof.
Well, some orgs won't let you touch the vehicles. Also, I think, right?
Only in certain classes, but yeah.
I got you. Yeah.
Most of the time, pushing on vehicles, it doesn't work out anyways.
Sometimes it makes them lose, but
yeah.
I mean, I've seen it a lot with the people around here that push or hold it, and it actually makes the score go down.
Yeah.
They let it breathe. Puts a better number up.
A lot of people that have a lot of people's roofs when they put wood up there, they lose.
Yeah.
Belle lost for quite a while for that. She lost trying to put them on top too on the roof and everything until we just put them across the windshield in a certain angle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Greg, that's one thing. Jack always has his already on his car when he drives them up to the lane. He gets his ready in the parking lot before he even gets to the lane. He just drives it right up to the lane with the bags already on there. Yeah, exactly. He just said the same thing I just said.
Yeah.
It's like mine are always set up and ready to go into the lane. So, which is true. He always has them already put in place, set them up, and just drives right up into the lane. Once I see him putting sandbags on his car, I'm like, oh, here comes that little car. He's gonna.
Most all of us do the same thing, or like some of the girls that run in the show, Jack will help them out, and you give them the bags, and they'll put them up on their car. Usually, like the car behind the car that's going up. So being ahead of the run is the best way to do it because you're not slowing their lanes down.
Well, and I know Brandon's done some shows, but the fact is, since we don't clamp very much, we go through them fast. So take a little time at the meter. It don't matter. Not to us, not really. It's rare that it really affects us.
Yeah, no, I understand that, Greg. I know there were some people in other orgs waiting for over an hour on one vehicle to get around. Just sitting there right at the lane. It took them over an hour to get it, whatever they were going to do to it. That's just not I know it ain't gonna be okay with me. I'm not gonna be like, all right, if you're gonna do all that, you do it before you get to the lane. You're gonna
Yeah,
take
you get the ones that just sit there and play around till the last minute, and then they want to run the lanes. Like 20 of them all want to come bombard the lanes.
Oh yeah.
That's why we have a time.
exactly. Yeah, exactly, Greg. 2-minute time limit takes 60 minutes before they run. 100%.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I know Jim's seen it too. And we know you've seen it. So, but yeah, have your music and tone ready. If not, move along. He said he's considering. Dano says he's considering putting a limit on folks some days. Time limit. Yeah, Jeremy. That's what Jeremy normally does. He just waits till he sees the line dwindle down to nothing, and then he just comes up at the very end and does the run.
Well, I'm gonna leave it with you guys. I was cooking some chicken, and
Oh man, chicken's gonna burn.
and I saw you, or Greg told me you was by yourself, so I come bail you out. Since you got Jim here, I'm gonna go finish my chicken.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. All right, Billy. Oh, Billy's gonna go eat chicken, guys. So
Right,
we'll go back to being the real Jim.
right.
Hey, I was off because the time frame on my phone is behind.
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't think about it.
Yep. So I didn't even quite I seen you send me the attachment. I was like, all right, cool. It's almost 8 o'clock, and then I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Hell, aren't we an hour behind? So I jumped in real quick. I was like, oh man, I felt bad.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Well, that's a good deal. Well, I'm leaving it with you. Y'all need me? Hit me up.
All right, Billy.
All right. See you.
See you, buddy. You have a good night.
Y'all too.
Yep.
He's always like gonna be eating every time we catch him.
Yeah.
Turn right onto the I-55 North Road.
Yeah, Greg, Greg's on it. He said it's in the rules, but not enforced. LOL. Dan said good night, Billy. Jeremy said don't choke on a bone. It was Jeremy. And Greg says, I got you. Yep. So, I don't know. What is, so how was your trip this weekend?
It was good. Seen a lot of people that I didn't get to see before. Had a lot of fun. Run 3X event, running worlds, and getting in the lanes with the guys. That's me all the time with everything. I'm always up there trying to help out or do what I can. So,
Right.
it was good. We had a lot of strong competitors, a lot of good scores out there. A lot of good builds.
Right. Yeah, no, that's awesome. I mean, it probably was definitely a fun experience.
Yeah, for sure. Team Crossfire was killing it.
Crossfire was killing it. Yeah, that's what Greg just said. Yeah, Crossfire car audio boy is loud out there.
I can't hear you.
That's that email that
Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of other people that are in there that are all worthy that I don't know a bunch of people by names, just from the first time meeting them and stuff like that. But there's some pretty cool builds that are out there that are, that don't make it down our side of, the state or across the U.S. where they're more down over there. That would be cool to see them come to our show. But man, it's a long drive. Like I said, it's 1,200 and some plus miles for me just to run down.
Phew. You had a nice little ride then, huh? Yeah.
Rented a car, which somebody didn't think that it was a good idea to inspect it before they gave it to us. So that was really cool. The wheels were falling off of it and the brakes were grinding, and they had to trade that in at the airport for a Chrysler Pacifica van, which hasn't been that bad of a vehicle, to be honest with you. Yeah, one way, Greg. One way. Yep.
1,200 one way, huh?
Yeah, over 16 hours of driving. And it also depends on what way we took, too, because if we would have went through Indianapolis around, it would have been a lot longer, like another 2-hour drive.
Yeah.
But the weather's the only thing that's really hanging us up on this run, back.
Right. No, I get it, man.
Old Mama Bell over here, 90 mile an hour, Leadfoot. She
Not
gets
on
us.
the way back.
She gets us home all the time, but not right now. Not now. She can't.
Right. Weather just sucks.
We
Yeah.
We went to a candy store and stuff.
We missed it, actually, to be honest with you, bro. Like, I don't know if the love of the prayer of God or Jesus' wings are on our shoulders, but we happened to stop at a candy store on our route on up through coming back. And we went inside, bought a bunch of candy for the kids and stuff like that, buying some gifts and stuff, and come back out, and it was already raining really, really hard. Jump on the highway, and the highway getting really, really, really bad, where there was cars in the center island that we started to see, and then the GPS is like, yeah, accident ahead, accident ahead, accident ahead. There was like 10 or 15 accidents, and boy, these semis are crazy out here.
Because they got stupid fucking people.
Holy crap, this guy just flew by us at like 90 miles an hour.
This dude's doing 45.
Man, go around this guy.
I'm going to. I don't have to
About to kill a driver already on the road.
I'm not trying to-
Wow, man.
You got semi drivers passing you on the right hand side. That's not good. But anyway, we got about 20 minutes down the road, and there's two semis collided. I believe there was maybe three. One of them looked like they might have got taken off the road. And there's a car underneath the two semis, in between the semis. And
Right,
a few of
good.
the other cars that we were running with actually were in that pile where we were coming down. Not the accident, but like still on the highway. So we would have been up in that area. You know what I mean? And we might have, for whatever, chances could have been involved in that kind of ordeal or that problem going down through there. So kind of one of those things that, you get deviated or pushed out of your normal route, and sometimes it's for the better.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's crazy. At least you guys are safe. At least y'all are safe so far.
She's over there cussing out. We come up on the freeway right now. This guy is doing 41 miles an hour on the freeway.
Look, Greg says it right there. Road rage, LOL.
Yeah, she's not having road rage. She's about to plow into this guy. He's got like tail lights that are super dim, and he's on the highway doing 40 miles an hour
And I'm getting
in the fast lane.
Yeah, Greg said he's never been west of Nashville. Now you always go to Florida. You always go east, don't you?
Nashville is a beautiful city, though. I
It
wouldn't want to
is.
leave that area.
Right. I agree.
Done a lot of time in the KOA campgrounds on my routes traveling through with that, Nashville.
Nashville's nice. I like that whole area, man. Tennessee is gorgeous. It's a beautiful
I
state.
think she's okay. Look, no veins popping out of her head.
Not yet.
Oh, dang. Yeah, even out like where Greg's at, man. You get way over there, like Newport, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, all that area. It's gorgeous. Tennessee is a beautiful state. I know we're not doing geography class or nothing in here, but I'm just saying Tennessee is beautiful. So, all we got is corn here.
Not just the music, but the actual grass itself.
Yeah. Nothing to see out here except great native monuments and wild buffalo along the roadside. That's true. I have seen them myself in South Dakota. I also seen some. I just like you guys' speed limits, Dan. Everywhere you go is like 75 or whatever down the highways, or maybe that's North Dakota. Maybe that's where it changes. I don't know. It's either north or south. Dang, Jeremy, she's gonna kick your butt, bro. Did I see gray hair on Bill? She's so stressed from today's driving. 80 out here, 75 in North Dakota, and 70. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I lived in Minnesota. I was so excited when I'd go down to South Dakota. I was like, woo, 80. And all the highways are 80 miles an hour. Like that's the set speed limit.
It's 52 out here. 52.
In Illinois.
It's what?
52 out here.
52 what? Degrees?
52 degrees.
I don't know. We're talking about speed limits.
No, I know. I'm saying it's 52 degrees out here right now.
It's 60 here right now.
And everything in Oklahoma is 80 mile an hour.
Yeah. And you get a driver's license at 14 too in South Dakota. So that's kind of scary. Imagine
Iowa's got the worst.
Can you imagine that? Being like
Man, see, it's getting chilly here. I can't believe it.
a 14-year-old driving 80 mile an hour down the highway. Are you going to bed, Jeremy? It's your
Beware.
bedtime. Oh yeah, you got 20 minutes, Jeremy. So
It's only 8:41. My phone says so. 8:41.
Oh,
You
so
can't go to bed.
You got an hour. You got an hour and 20 minutes now. James
Yep.
said so. Jim said so. Jim said so. Yep. He did get his first place though in both of his classes. He was excited. He said, "Dang it."
That's cool. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad Jeremy got in the lanes again and keeps pushing. That's a good thing. Get them points
Well,
for the team.
So when he inverted the subs, right? He did
What's that?
the same when he inverted the subs, he did the same
Yeah.
score, but at 34 hertz. And when they're in their regular, not inverted, it does it at 37 hertz. But
That's
inverted,
because
he
the
did it
port-
at 30.
That's because the port travels the same as the subs are. The length of the port is the width, and when you take them out of there, you open that area up.
Yeah. So that's one thing we found out. At 34 hertz, he does is just as loud, but a lower frequency with the subs inverted.
Yeah, because that's what the box is truly tuned to.
There you go, Jeremy. If you're still in here, you probably are, but if you are, that's why it did that. Because I know he was like, well, why did it do that? Like he didn't understand, but he liked the fact that it was lower frequency. So
Just losing the SPL out of it, that's all.
yeah. Definitely losing the SPL side of it. You know, but he did really good. He definitely had an awesome weekend. I know the weekend, it was fun. Like I said, it wasn't a real big show or nothing, but we all had fun, enjoyed ourselves, and competitors had fun.
I need to find something to eat somewhere or something.
So yeah, the guy was in here earlier, but he gave me a C-Max bank too over the weekend. It's not a sleeve; it's an already built bank, but it is 4 rows of 12.
What is it?
It's the 5 amp hour or whatever C-Max, the skinny cells, and it's 4 rows of 12 cells.
So 80. Well, 9 cells is 45 amp hour.
Yeah, and this has got 12
4
cells.
rows of 9.
Yeah, this is 4 rows of 12.
So 990 or 120.
What? It's 120 amp hour? It's only 40, well, it'd be 48 cells. I don't think that's
four rows of 9, like I said, is 45. You double
Yeah.
that up.
You had 4 rows of 12.
4 rows of 18 would be doubling it.
Yeah, but I should have enough good loose cells at the shop, right?
You know what I'm saying? You're wanting to get a 120, right?
No, I mean, whatever I can get, I guess. As big as batteries I can make out of it. I don't care what it is, as big as I can get it. But I know I have cells at the shop too. So,
Yeah, we have 21 or I think it was 21 or 22 cells.
I thought it was 30 because 8 of them were bad out of 38. I had a 38 cell sleeve.
Yeah,
of them
no,
were
it was
bad.
8. No, yeah, 8. 8 are bad.
So there should be 30 cells. Still.
20 something, 29 cells, something like that.
We'll just have to see what we can make out of it. I got 48 cells right now in this bank that I just picked up. So, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I'm still learning the amp hour thing. I get confused as crap on those amp hours on the battery. Unlike the C-Maxes. I know it's what 72 makes a 70 amp hour, right? 72 cells or
Yeah, I always end up confusing myself on that same damn thing, just like
That's
wiring.
what I do. Yeah, I do the same thing. I get so I don't know, but I just get confused on it. Jeremy says, so what's the next plan, LOL?
Burn the box.
Burn
the
the
car.
box. And the car?
And the car.
He's all right with that. He has $15,000 of insurance just on his audio equipment. He could get a
You
lot
can start shortening the port up. You can take and start cutting back on that port now.
He said, done. He said, done.
Yeah, you can give him a hand. I don't know if you guys got the ability to or not or whatever, but you could cut back on the port technically, like I said, and shrink it down.
Shorten
Once
the
you
length.
find his happy spot from shrinking it down to where your SPL is coming back up and getting where he wants to be at, then you can just recreate the box and rebuild it again.
There you go, Jeremy.
And or, like I said, modify it with the port coming up at the back. You can change it so it's not coming out the side. You can go up the back.
I know he was looking at some Incriminator audio Tyrants today. The Incriminator Tyrants. They're 5,000 RMS each.
We just need to get him a set of Boss audio, man. He'll be the boss.
I told him to go smaller and it'll be louder. I tried to tell him, all right, so the guy that gave me the C-Max bank, right, offered to bring 2 gold 15s to let him just put golds in to just try it out. And we were going to meter it and see what it did. And I was like, man, those golds are going to be louder. I don't care what he said. Like, it's just like the U's. Like the U's would be louder. And his box. But he says that.
Isn't
What?
his subs got like 3.5-inch coils?
Yeah. 3.5-inch coils.
Okay, drop down to those 3-inch coils. He'll do better.
Yeah, SPL wise, you'll do better. I mean, it'll still be musical, but it'll be way more SPL too. You'll get more SPL out of it, anyways. But he said that the subs, like if you went with U's or something, they wouldn't go. They wouldn't last with that amp.
No. Yeah, you're definitely going to tax those subs.
Yep.
Another
Yeah.
low light car.
This guy right here, Kevin Campbell, he was the one that was offering to let him try out the golds. He lives in
He
Valparaiso.
changed out the subs and he tuned it. If he tuned it right, I mean, running burp sub be all right for a while. Them golds will take every bit of it, but if you're gonna keep trying to play music on them, it'd be like Rick wanted to try to do with them. They're just gonna get stinky and burn them up quick. But
Right. That's what
them
I was.
golds will take a beating.
That's what I was trying to tell him is like the golds would work for SPL. If he wanted to raise his SPL, It'd work great for that, but they're not going to handle the power of the amp for like music forever. Exactly. Like it's more burp, like burp it and then switch subs back out if you want to do music.
Yeah, he'll do better with that 3-inch coil and a smaller cell sub in that enclosure in that car, SPL wise, 100%. You know, but as far as the Gold's holding it, they're not going to take that music. You're going to send them things to the moon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big amp. That's a big amp.
A good burp on it and a good control burp. I mean, he also doesn't have all the solidest electrical to hold as much power to it.
Yeah,
But
that's true too. I mean, he only clamped like 4,400 watts out of that.
yeah, so I mean, he'd be all right. But once you start putting that smaller coil in there, it's going to be more efficient. It's going to get more power.
Yeah. That is also another thing. Jack, you're right. You're 100% right. SPL, yes. Burps only. yeah. We were trying to just try some other stuff, but he said he wanted to wait, and he's like, I'm going to wait for James before I tried, doing a different sub or whatever.
Yeah, I think those subs that he's got would do great in a wall if you wanted to run them in a wall or something like that, or a little bit bigger area to be able to put more force in. But in his application, I mean, he needs something different for sure. If he's just trying to do the numbers wise, he needs to do something like, a tuned port or a tunable port or something, so he could tune it down and do what he needs to do.
Oh, like my wall? Oh, it's got an adjustable port?
Yeah, or like Jack does with that tunable arrow port, I mean, he could do that too,
Oh.
but
Aren't arrow ports technically the most efficient? Ain't that what they say?
He just doesn't have enough room with the big boy amps in there, I mean, like, he's gonna have to take and find a way to mount everything underneath the box or mount some things underneath the box better that will save him space.
Jeremy, just time to sell everything and buy a 3K amp and go to Bandit class. Get a couple 12s in there or something.
We'll make him the 2.8 build. We'll get him on 2 8-inch subwoofers and send it to the moon.
Yeah. I mean, we could do that too. We could do that. You could get him two of the new Kickers 12s. Come on. They're more cone area because they're square. I mean, I know you got two different sized arrow ports. You got a 6-inch and an 8-inch, right? Or 8 and 10. I don't remember. Oh no, it's 6 and 8. Jack says he's considering Bandit class. Man, you'd be killing it. I don't know what the top score is in Bandit, but
well, I mean, considering you just like as long as in the cone area, you know what I mean. That's
yeah. I mean, Jack could definitely do it still. But man, Bandit. I mean, I think he'd be a tough one to on. I'm gonna look real quick because now you got me wondering. So. Jeremy says, "No, Jack, get out of my class." All right, see, you got everybody scared, Jack. I would 2 12s and Assault 3, 156 is the highest right now, and Bandit. Yep, 156.6 at 53 hertz.
Is that in Bandit class right now, Jack? That's the loudest that you see?
Yeah, that's the loudest. That's the number. That's number one on the top 10.
I didn't even know that.
Yep, it's a 156.6.
So Jack said 2 12s and Assault 3 doing 156 is the highest right now in Bandit class. It's pretty good. That's good numbers.
Yeah, I think it's crazy what people can do with these little builds. I love seeing the little builds though. I like seeing those little builds come up. And
At
some of them slap the
finals,
crap out of me.
at finals, this dude Slade came out with 955 watts and does almost a 56.
No, that's solid.
I was in a little Suzuki Samurai.
53 hertz is whatever you want to call it, Jeremy. But at the same time, it's legal in base wars. As long as it's 53 hertz or less, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you feel like it's mid bass, that's you.
No, anything above that 53 hertz is not mid bass yet. That's still carrying sub bass, just at the tail end of it. To me, I consider sub bass all the way up to 60.
Auto emergency braking. UCC available.
Well, there you go. Jim will tell you mid bass is starts at 60.
Sensor for knowing where you're going at. We're gonna have to stop somewhere and check and see what's wrong with it or something.
What's wrong now?
Get to a point where it'll kick the light on and it'll limit the car down. We got stuff all over the sensors of this car that's triggering warnings for the sensors are dirty, and it's not letting us have an emergency braking system. So it's starting to kind of get where it's going to get really hangry.
Jack's cars peaks at 52 to 53. Went from 52 to 53 after he put Vibraflex in it. Yeah. I mean, I love your build though, man. Jeez, I can't even say it enough. Like, that build's awesome. It's like, it's simple, but
You spend enough time with this build.
it's just a simple build that, like, it just does what it does. Like, it's consistent and it's awesome. Just go inch by inch, Jeremy. I don't know, just take it a step at a time, dude. It took you 11 boxes to get the SPL you get now. That doesn't surprise me. I've seen multiple boxes in that car. Since I've known you, I've seen I don't know how many different boxes, probably all 11. But it's still like where you're at now, man. It's absolutely awesome to see. I mean, you throw a 3K in there and you're doing a 58 plus on a 3K. Like, and technically you're only doing, clamping 2,700 watts. So, and you're still doing a 58 plus. That's solid. That's really good numbers, man. It's just you got it down. You know your build. Like Jim said, you spent a lot of time with that car and your build. You know what it likes and what it don't.
I'll go
You're
over to Jeremy
welcome.
when I get back to the shop.
All right, Jeremy. You can go to bed. It's 9:58. Oh yeah. There's testing. There's no joke about that. No joke about that, Jack. And like Billy said, I will have your Worlds Awards here in a couple days. So, come to my. You already said you were going to be at my show anyway, so I'll give them to you at the show. And you'll have your Worlds trophies for Base Wars or plaques or whatever it is. I know it's cool and it's definitely personalized. He's not too happy about it, and he said he was going to get crucified for him. But I know all the people in California so far, they really like theirs. So he was scared he was going to get just bashed by everybody on him. But okay, I will, man. Yeah, I mean, if you're, I mean, you said that I have your permission to open and take some pictures to you. I will. Yeah, I'll definitely do that for you. I'll open it up and send you some pictures of them so you can see what they look like. I'm excited just to see him. So,
He said, "Open it. Send me pictures. I want to see. I want to see."
yeah. I know it's crazy because Billy was like, "Man, I'm gonna get crucified for these. Like, people are gonna just absolutely hate me for the most part, because they're not as cool as they normally are, right?" And it's funny because it kind of backfired, and the people in California absolutely loved him. So it's really cool to see that. He was expecting a bunch of hate on him, and honestly, everybody's been really stoked with him, really liked him. So I thought it was cool that it went the opposite way for Billy, even though he had to work with what he could to make it happen. But I'm excited to see it. I will definitely though, Jack. I will definitely as soon as I get them, I will open them up and I will take pictures of. I believe it's just two. I believe it's Ninja and Leash Wall or No Wall. So I'll open up both of them and I will literally take pictures and send them to you. Yes, that works out perfect, man. Coming to the birthday show, yeah, because I'm doing a Brandon's Base Wars birthday bash, so it's gonna be on the 13th of April, and then I got the one in Plainfield on the 20th, and then I gotta drive my happy butt all the way up there to Bay City, and that's your guys' first show, right?
April 27th.
Yeah, be the first Michigan Base Wars show.
Yep.
And
Well,
Usagi,
our
right?
first Michigan Base Wars, because we had Breaking Glass.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was there for Breaking Glass, but Jack said he'll be at Bay City show also. I don't know. It looks like you froze up, but if you can hear me, Jack's going to be there too. He might have gotten a spotty area.
Yeah.
Oh, there he's back.
In a shiesty area, actually.
Yeah, well,
In a small town.
Jack said he'll be at the Bay City show also.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
all right, Jeremy. Good night, bro. You take care. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Is there anything you want to say, Jim, before I think I'm going to call this for tonight? I mean, I've been on here for a little over 2 hours. So,
No, are good.
All right, man. Well, you guys have a safe rest of your trip. And I guess we're going to be jumping off here. I appreciate everybody that's been in here tonight. And I'll see you at the shows for sure. And Jim will also.
I will be there.
All right. Well, everyone have a good night, and we will talk to you guys next Monday.